and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Apologies for the lack of videos recently. I have just been crazy busy with uni work. Last couple of months of my degree now, so it's a final push. But today, that's not what we're here for. So today we are here for a Warrior Supplements review. So I have recently started working with this brand. This is obviously all my honest opinions. I have used this brand for the past year and a half now, since I basically started going to the gym. So I genuinely do really like a lot of their stuff, but it is going to be all my honest opinions. I know they'll want that, and I want to give that to you guys. So if you do like this video, please give me a big thumbs up down below and hit that red subscribe button, and please do hit that bell if you want to be notified whenever I post. And I will also, I have a discount code for you guys, so I will also link that down below with a link to their website, which you can use for a 27% discount on all of their products. So if you want to try anything that's in this video, go purchase it, use my code. I'll link every individual item down below as well, so you can get your hands on them really easily. And let's get on with it. Okay, so first off, let's go in with the whey protein. So these are the 1 kilogram bags. I think these are currently the biggest bags they do, but I might get onto them about that because we need bigger bags in our lives. So I've got salted caramel and vanilla ice cream here. They're the current flavours I have. I tend to try not to buy too many at once because I get a little bit don't tend to use them as quickly as I should. But these are super smooth when you put them in a shake. I tend to put a little bit more water in because I find protein a little bit sickly sometimes, but they're really smooth. They don't really have that kind of typical protein texture, which is the thing I don't like about a lot of them. There's 17.7 grams of protein per scoop and 97 calories, which I think is really good. And they're really good for breakfasts. So I add them into a lot of my pancakes, my oats, especially these two flavours. I think they're really versatile. The vanilla one, I literally put in everything. And then the salted caramel, I obviously put in anything that's got that kind of caramelly chocolate flavour sort of thing. Just because I don't like chocolate protein all that much. But they do have a lot of flavours. So obviously these two, then there's white chocolate, there's double chocolate, I think there's a strawberry one, but they're a really good option. Taste, 10 out of 10. Smoothness, 9 out of 10. I mean, they're just the best. They're the best protein powder I've found so far on the market. Moving on to the next one, we've got the isolate protein. So best way I can describe this, clear whey from My Protein. It's really, really similar, but I prefer the flavours they do. So I've got the blue raspberry one here, which, if you look in the bag, is like, I don't know whether you'll be able to see, it's like a white colour, so it looks like standard protein powder, but let me tell you, when it goes bright blue, it goes bright blue once you mix it with water. I don't know how it does it, but it does it. This one potentially doesn't mix as well as the wheys, but if you leave it to settle for a minute or so once you're giving it your first shake, then you give it another shake, it tends to go as smooth as the others. It does just take a little bit longer, just because of the bubbles when it shakes, it tends to not mix as well first time round. But there's 22.5 grams of protein per scoop in this one and 94 calories, so potentially better macro value if that's what you're buying it for. And again, loads of flavours. Blue raspberry I've got here. I think there's a fruit punch one and a pineapple one, but I really want to try the fruit punch one, so I might put that in my next order. But yeah, if you're not into sort of like normal whey proteins like me, they make you feel a little bit sick, this is a really good option for you. It's very similar to the clear whey from My Protein, and I think a very similar price with my discount. So therefore, I think I'll give this one taste, solid 10 out of 10. Smoothness, maybe an 8 out of 10. Potentially a 6 on the first one, and then it bumps itself up to an 8. Macro value of 10 out of 10. I mean, you can't get much better than 22 grams of protein per scoop. Yeah, moving on. Moving on to the next product, which I think we'll go with pre-workout. So they do 2 types of pre-workout. I've got 2 tubs of Rage Savage here. I have also tried their standard Rage. But I just think the Rage Savage is a little bit better. I don't actually have the tub of standard Rage here. I binned it not long ago because it was empty. But the sort of micronutrients in this, it's got 750 milligrams of creatine per scoop, 125 milligrams of caffeine, and 1600 milligrams of beta alanine. I usually take 2 dry scoops just because of the caffeine levels. It's a little bit low for me. I'd sort of go normally with one that's got like 200-300 milligrams of caffeine in, but if you do that, it works exactly the same. I mean, 125 is like 250 anyway, so yeah, I take 2 of these, but I've got the flavours here, sour cherry and grape bubblegum. I think the only other one they do in Rage Savage is fruit punch, potentially, but correct me on that if I'm wrong. And then the standard Rage I had in Blazing Berry when I had it. These are a lot more sour than the standard Rage. So if you don't like anything sour, I maybe would go for that. But these are incredible. I much prefer these. I think they're a lot easier to dry scoop because they go a lot less lumpy than the Rage does. The Rage tends to go quite sticky with moisture. But this is an extreme version of the Rage, so it will give you a little bit of a better boost. And yeah, it doesn't go wrong if you do 2. I mean, you can mix it with water. I haven't tried it, but I'm sure it tastes just as good. So, I mean, taste, 10 out of 10. For both. Even though I don't really like sour stuff that much, I still love these. Yeah, taste 10 out of 10. Boost 10 out of 10. I mean, I don't really have much else to say to it other than you need some of this in your life. Okay, so next we'll move on to the Creatine Monohydrate. So, I haven't actually opened this yet, but I did have a tub before this one, and I used it when the gyms were open, hence why I haven't opened this tub yet, because I want to save it for when the gym's open. I've got this in the same flavour as my old Rage. I've got it in Blazing Berry, and I also dry scoop this along with my pre-workout. It basically just helps you along your way with muscle building. And per scoop, it's got 4.52 grams of creatine in, so it's very high in creatine. That is literally the only nutrient in it, but it's honestly, it tastes amazing. I really did notice a big difference in my progress with it, like a big acceleration. I'll pop a little thingy here to just show you. And yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with extra muscle growth, can you? Especially for that peach, ladies. But yeah, taste, again, 10 out of 10. I haven't tried mixing it with water, so I can't really help with the whole smoothness. The, like, sort of how it does its job, yeah, solid 10 out of 10. I mean, you can't really go wrong with it. I mean, not everybody needs creatine, and I know some people don't like taking it, but I think it's a great addition to your little supplement cupboard if you have one, and it really did accelerate my progress, so there's no harm in trying it. Okay, so next up we have got potentially my most exciting thing in this whole review kind of thing, slim syrups. So these, incredible. You can see I've not had them for very long, but I got these on my last order because they're fairly new still, but obsessed isn't even the word. Oh my god, I mean, you can see how much of the caramel one I've used. But I've got these salted caramel, raspberry ripple, perfect on pancakes, baked oats. I put the salted caramel in iced coffee and it sweetens it perfectly. There's 0 fat, 0 calories, 0 added sugar. I don't know protein wise what we're looking at. Yeah, not much, nothing, next to nothing. But I mean, they're not really for that. They're just to add that extra sweetness to any food you'd want without having the guilt of using a natural syrup. So per 100 mils they've got 5 calories in. So I mean the calories is negligible. They claim it's 0 because in 5 grams it's 0 calories. But obviously the more you use, the more calories you're going to get out of it. So I do use a little bit more than 5 milliliters, but the raspberry one does have a little bit more calories in it. But honestly, you need to try these. They also do sauce versions, so I know they do like barbecue sauce, ketchup. I don't actually know what other sauces they do, but same concept, 0 calorie. I haven't actually tried any of those, and I really kind of want to try the barbecue one, so I might get that next time round, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about that one. But if you're a big breakfast person or a big iced coffee person, get these. The taste, 10 out of 10. I mean, nutrients, there's not really any point in rating that. They're just incredible. And I wish I had something bad to say about them, but I don't. Okay, so next up we have my selection of protein bars that I've got down here. I haven't got any of them in their boxes. They do come in boxes of 12. But first off, I've got the raw flapjacks. I've got red velvet and peanut butter chocolate. I can't remember what it's called. Chocolate peanut butter. It's all the same thing, isn't it? So these are a really good after workout snack. Or I put them in my yogurt bowls. I've put them on my pancakes before now. They are 255 calories per flapjack, and they have here we are, 21 grams of protein in each one. So similar kind of protein levels to the isolate whey, that's similar to the clear whey. The only negative thing I have to say about these is they're a little bit dry, but I mean, flapjacks tend to be dry anyway, don't they? Let's be real. But they taste perfectly fine. They just are that little bit too dry for me. I mean, I've still got through 2 boxes of them, so they're clearly not that bad. But I mean, taste 9 out of 10. The only issue is they are just that little bit dry. But I mean, I'll keep purchasing them. I really want to try different flavours to see if it's just these two. Like, the red velvet is a lot more moist than the peanut butter, so I'm thinking it's just different, like how different flavours differ and what ingredients they put in them. So I'm going to try all the other flavours and see what I think of those. And I'll let you guys know. I'm thinking about doing like an order of stuff I've never ordered and doing another review for you guys. Just let me know if that's something you'd want to see. But yeah, I think it might just be because, like I say, this one's not actually that bad. This one's sort of bearable, and I can eat this whole one in one go. But this one I have to do in 2 halves because it is just. So I think it is just the flavours, which is a real shame because I really do like the flavour of the chocolate peanut butter one. Which is why I'm thinking I'll get them in the crunch bar, and I'll explain why in the next little bit. But yeah, taste 10 out of 10. Or did I say 9 before? We'll go with 10. Taste 10 out of 10. The only thing is the dryness that kind of puts me off them. Finally, we have... Oh, I can't grab them. The crunch bars. So, these, honestly, favourite protein bars in the world. So, I've got salted caramel, which the packaging has changed slightly. These are the old ones. I have got some newer ones, but That's a whole new story. Chocolate coconut and banoffee pie I've got here. So the salted caramel I have been eating now for roughly a year. Honestly, salted caramel, you just can't beat it. But I just open this one up. I'll eat it later anyway. I'll eat it after my takeaway. It's like a chocolate bar, but with protein in. So that's what it looks like on the inside. So it's got like the crunchy bits around the edge, and then the main flavour that isn't the chocolate in the middle. There's 20 grams of protein in each one. I don't think it matters which flavour you get. And only 2.3 grams of sugar. So that's really good considering it's covered in chocolate. But like I say, they're literally like chocolate bars. They haven't got like that proteiny, dusty kind of texture that you get in a lot of protein bars. They all taste amazing. Depending on the flavour, they'll be covered in either milk chocolate or white chocolate. I don't think there's any dark chocolate ones. There might be though. If so, I have to get onto that. Like the salted caramel one, that's covered in milk chocolate. Chocolate coconut, that's milk chocolate. But the banoffee one is covered in white chocolate. And I know there's a white chocolate crunch one. White chocolate raspberry. So depending on the flavour, you'll get a different outer coating. But honestly, if you don't like protein bars, if that makes sense, then you need to get some of these. If you have sweet cravings like me every night, you need to get some of these because they cure that because of the chocolate, and they're just a great source of extra protein. Considering they're 64 grams a bar and 20 of that is protein, like you can't do much better than that really. So taste for the 3 flavours I've got, 10 out of 10. Will I be trying more flavours? Absolutely. But if you want a starter one and you don't know which one to get, go for the salted caramel. Like that is 1,000 out of 10, and it's just amazing. I haven't really got much else to say about them, to be honest, other than they're just incredible and you need some in your life. Again, those come in boxes of 12, and I think they're about £14 for 12 with my code, which is really good considering like how big they are and how good they are. Thank you very much for watching all of that. If you got through it all, very impressed. If you want to get some of these products, I'll link the full website down below, and I'll also link each product down below. I'll drop my discount code down below. Please, if you do use it, message me on my Instagram and let me know so I can thank you and show me what you got. I can't wait to see what some of you guys purchase. Yeah, it's just a really good brand overall. They're great to work with. I've not had any major problems so far. Yeah, so as always, please hit that subscribe button down below and drop this video a like if you did enjoy, and please follow me on my Instagram, which I will also link down below. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day and have a lovely bank holiday weekend. I will see you all very soon.